Oh, geez. They are circling around trying to find me. And then when they find me, they will swoop in. So I'm sure you're all aware that Elon Musk over the weekend, or I guess on Friday, became the world's first trillionaire. Whoopee for him. What this says about the rest of our 401ks, we'll see what happens. But I don't really want to talk about that specifically. When I heard the news, it reminded me of this is a nice article. I'm gonna read this for later. But it reminded me of a situation that happened a couple of months ago where apparently Starlink was being used in the United States as like copycats of the cheap like Iranian drones. And I thought that was pretty interesting. Apparently, he got really mad, not because they were using, or not because they were using his technology, but because they were using the civilian version of it instead of the military version of it. I don't know why that's why he got mad about, because they're still using it. But regardless, so basically, what they were doing was, or what they are doing is, they were strapping these Starlinks onto the drones. And like, yeah, it apparently Russia found out about it. But anyway, so I don't really want to talk about like this specific. Ooh, look at that! I don't really want to talk about this specifically though. I'm more so interested in the inspiration that this offers for my game, because while the world may be cooked, at the very least we can make fun of it. So basically, the thought I had was to modify. Well, I guess if you're new here, welcome. The idea for my game is basically you're playing in this Nuketown-esque city, but instead of it being a testing place for nukes, it's a testing place for AI weapons. And well, you know, fits really well with the theme of what we're talking about. So what I did, if you saw my last video, you already are familiar, and if you didn't, then go watch it and come back when you're done. But basically, I took the turret AI, and rather than lobbing like fireballs, what if I lobbed at like drones? And I wanted to take it a step further and kind of simulate the way the satellite aspect behaves, because the way the turrets work is they know where you are, they see you, and they shoot at you, right? But in terms of the drones, they're called loitering munitions, so they're like unmanned. They just kind of like fly over an area, and once they detect you, right? So they have like a general idea of where targets are. They sort of like hover over and do whatever they're going to do, and then when they're given the kill command, they like, you know, swoop in. In our case, the kill command is going to be when they detect you. So basically, I created a satellite uplink script that parents the turret. All this basically does is provide a marker that is in like the general vicinity of the character as a place for the drone turrets to launch the drones. You have the turret AI, and this just launches this provides the basic ballistic information that then gets passed on to the projectile weapon. The projectile weapon, as you probably saw in the turret AI video, it determines what kind of turret we're dealing with. In this case, full auto or semi-auto or the same exact thing. They're just going to launch at a specific fire rate, and it has the muzzle and all that, and the inaccuracy angle and all that good stuff. And then, as you can see, there's the launcher. So for the turret AI, I was using the Malburst projectile bridge, which connected to the Malburst projectile, and that basically launched Malburst projectiles. In our case, this connects to the drone launcher. So we define our drone, and in order for the drone to navigate properly once it gets into the player's area, it has to use 3D navigation in order to have like a good simulated pathfinding. Because I didn't want to have like, you know, that typical like physics-based pathfinding, or have like straight lines as the paths. This is my 3D navigation asset, and I like using it whenever I can. So if you're interested in that, please go pick it up. Regardless, that is sort of like the TLDR of it. And of course, I defined the drone, and I'll show you what the drone looks like in a second. So if I go to where is it? Oh, sorry, down to the projectile. We're gonna go to the big scaly drone. So this is our drone. I literally just took a couple of synth models and I just slapped them together. So this is like this is a little missile prefab, and I found like 2 wings and a propeller and just like threw them all together and called it a day because I didn't want to be like too crazy with it. I'll probably make it a little bit better later on, but for now this suffices. So yeah, it has a rotor that goes that corresponds, excuse me, with its speed. It has like an explosion effect. It's not too crazy, but you know, it gets the job done for something that I was able to figure out within like a day or two. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how it works. So I am going to make it a little bit intense because I kind of want to make this a quick video. I don't want to spend too much time. So let's see, down in our launcher, I'm going to say we're going to do 2 drones per launch. And let's see, and then I want to have a fire rate of, let's do 0.5. So this is going to be 2 per second, right? So there's that. Oh man, that's going to be a lot. You know what? Whatever. 0.5 is fine. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how this looks. So I'm going to hit play. Oh man, I should have disabled these. So I don't want to deal with these turrets right now because they're going to start blasting at me and I want to run around. So I'm going to disable them once we enter start mode. There we go. Sorry for all the loud noises. Geez, I need to figure out what's happening there. Let me turn that off. Okay. So as you can see, there's, yeah, there they are. The whole fleet of them. They're just getting lobbed at me. So yeah, that might be a bit much. But as you can see, the way they work is as they fly towards you, they have an ever increasing detection radius. This is obviously exaggerated for the purposes of this demo. It's going to be a little bit smaller in the game. But the idea is that this gives them a chance to kind of loiter over their like orbit path. So the satellite marker that I told you about, this is getting like moved every couple of seconds. So you can see it's sort of like guesstimating where I'm at, and the turret is launching towards this point. So rather than launching towards me, it's launching towards this marker. And as you can see, the drones are starting to, they're starting to converge. So they do have a PD controller that was taken from my, my other drone. They can kill each other, which is pretty cool. And then, yeah, they have an explosion effect, but I didn't add any like mesh destruction, but like it's a little bit unwieldy. But yeah, that's sort of, that's sort of the idea. So if you want to see what that looks like in the game, that's a lot of drones. Okay, so, nope, there they go. They're attacking. Yep, here we go. And you know, you can run, and as you run, let me see if I can grab 1 or 2 of them. It's going to be kind of chaotic, but you can see like when they start going towards you, they will start using the spline-based pathfinding, and I'm dead, so they're not going to find me anymore. That's okay. Let's I'm going to do a less intense example. Sorry, that was kind of wild. We're going to do like, I don't know. We'll say instead of 2, well, we'll make this like 0.25, and then instead of 2, we'll just do 1, right? Just for my sanity. And let me also, no, I think that's fine. Yeah, you know what? I want to make them a little bit weaker because, no, that's fine. It should be fine. So I'm just going to save this, and I probably shouldn't have saved it, but it's okay. So again, let's see what this looks like in play mode. All right, grab the rifle, and there you go. They're getting launched every couple of seconds. And I can turn on gizmos, so I'm just going to select all of them just so we can see them. But you'll see like once they sort of get close, they have their state. So right now they're in the loitering state. And once they detect me, and the circles that you're seeing, that's both their detection sphere and the angle, the detection cone, like the view radius. Once they see me, oh, and those blue lines at the top, those are the orbits. And then once it sees me, so it's still in loiter mode. Okay, and it locked, and now it's navigating. So those blue spheres that you're seeing, those are the spline paths that are being generated. And it's basically, it's doing like a very slight repath, but it's not too crazy. So it'll detect me, and then it'll start trying to hit me. And yeah, and then I can also shoot them. So there we go. They do have health. Now, obviously, it's not going to be this intense in the actual game, but it'd be it's just a fun thing to sort of check out. Who knows if I'll include them? I just thought they were cool. Maybe I'll make it like a little in-game event sort of thing. But yeah. So now the last part is I want to make a little intense demo. Oh, geez. Yep. So you can hear them start to come towards me. It's not that loud. I still need to work on the audio. Like I said, it's a work in progress. But yeah, so there you go. They're a little bit slower now, but now they're starting to attack me. And yeah. All right. I guess that's it for a demo. There you have it. Nothing too crazy. As you can see, they are circling around trying to find me. And then when they find me, they will swoop in. Kind of terrifying. All right. Well, that's it for this one. Appreciate y'all for sticking around. And as usual, see you in the next one.